All right, you guys. So I was gonna get started with this video. Actually, like a little bit more perfect than this, until I realized that this deck was actually combined. And I haven't even touched this deck in like forever. So I'm just uncombining them really quickly so I can get started with this video. And my desk is actually very chaotic with all the stuff that's over it right now because of the fact that I'm doing all the tarot decks that I currently own video. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing for today. So I'm really excited here to show you guys all the tarot decks that I currently own. A lot of the tarot decks that I have, like, I don't even know what the names are because of the fact that I don't really use them. They're just kept in their boxes, or they're like combined like this one and put away somewhere, and I don't see it until like one of these videos now. So yeah, okay, so and it's crazy because I actually do use this deck, so it's for it to be combined is like, I don't use it all the time here. I haven't used it in a while, but I use it. Okay, so I just don't use this one. But anyway, let's get started here with your video. This is all the tarot decks that I currently own. Okay, I have so many oracle decks in the back here just waiting to get their story told too. But we're going to start off with the tarot decks for today. So let me just move all my oracle decks out the way so we can get started with the tarot decks. Tarot decks. Okay, so since I am touching all of these decks at once, I am going to cleanse my hands. And light some sage. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the Rider-Waite decks, the regular Rider-Waite decks that you would normally see. So this is not in any particular order. I'm just going for like just the picks, just picking any ones. Okay, so I'm gonna go with one of my favorite decks. This is the one that I use like in every reading, just about every single reading. Okay, so it looks like this. This is the back of it. This is the front. And it is used. It is worn out, okay? Definitely used, okay? Has creases and everything. I mean, let me show you how it shuffles. The shuffle itself is like, I've used it so much that it just bends. So yeah, I have that Rider-Waite deck here, this Rider-Waite deck here with the normal print, the normal manufacturer print on it. And then I also have the silver fold Rider-Waite deck. Okay, so it has a silver fold to it here. It has a shine or a gloss to it. Okay, it's a silver fold. Okay, I'm trying to show you in a way. And then this is what the back looks like. It's just a flower. This is what the sides look like. It looks like it doesn't have no gold frame or anything like that. Just paper. Um, I mean, it is gray compared to this. It's a little bit more grayish. And this is like more worn out than this one because I used to use this one every single day because of the fact that it had gold frame. This was one of my favorite decks. It still is one of my favorite decks. It's just very flimsy. So I will have to like tape the backs of the decks just or laminate the cards or something like that just so I can use them again. But this lets you know that, I actually use my decks. That's a good sign. It's not a bad sign. So this is deck number 1, deck number 2. The next deck I'm going to show you guys is the Light Seers deck. This is when the decks get a little bit more intrigued here. Okay, it's called the Light Seers deck, the Light Seers Tarot. So this is the guidebook here. This is what the guidebook looks like. And this is by Chris Ann. Okay. And this is what her deck looks like. No, this is what her deck looks like. And this is what the back looks like. Pretty nice pack design. This is what the sides look like. I don't think any of my decks have gold or silver backings or linings. This is what the front of the cards look like. I should have just showed you guys what the other decks look like, but this is what this deck look like. Give you a quick image, and then I'm just gonna compare the two from the first deck that I showed you. It's kind of like simple and very traditional compared to this one. It's kind of like new 3D-ish, if that makes any sense. And then this one compared to this one, like I said, they're both very traditional, but this one just has the silver frame to it. The shine that goes to it, the gloss that goes to it, compared to this, it's just matte. There is no gloss to it. Okay, so let's pull these back. All right, so that is the Light Seers Tarot. All right, so now we're gonna pull from the. I'm trying to show you guys the ones that I didn't butcher because a lot of these I did cut the frames down, the size. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna show you the Thoth. Okay, so the next one is the Thoth. This is by Alistair Crawley, Alistair Crawley. Okay, Thoth. Okay, so the back is the Empress. This is what this deck looks like, the Alistair Crawley Thoth deck. This is one of the first decks that I ever had. This is not the actual first deck that I ever like had, but this is like the first deck, if that makes any sense. I had to renew the deck, or the deck I had to throw away because it wasn't my first additional deck. So I had to actually buy a new one. But the actual Thoth is what I first read. Okay, the Thoth is actually a lot more harder, a lot more intermediate to learn compared to any other decks, because of the fact that it has depictions here, old depictions of when tarot first came out. Okay, so it doesn't give you all the images that you would need. It gives you it gives you the basics. Okay, it gives you the bare minimum, a little taste of what you need. It doesn't give you something that I'm about to show you guys in the next couple of tarots. Okay, this is the old traditional tarot, and for me to read it for the first try and get it right, it was like, yeah, that's crazy. That's dope, that's dope. Okay, so the next tarot that I'm about to show you guys is the Santa Muerte tarot, which is the one that I'm talking about that is very like different compared to the traditional tarot. Okay, this is the Santa Muerte. Um, I'm trying to like focus it to where you guys can see it. There we go, Santa Muerte. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And that is that is literally her card in the deck. This is what the back of the deck looks like. And on the side it says Momento Vivir. Momento Vivir. All right, so this is what the back of the deck looks like. And I got this out of a metaphysical shop. This is what the front of the deck looks like. I actually like this deck when it comes down to like dealing with crime investigations, dealing with like drama. This is when you really want to like find out the true details of someone's emotions. This gets deep into the emotions. This also is the water signs deck. When I pull from the water signs, I use this deck. So I'm actually showing you guys a deck that I use for water signs. Water signs, literally, this deck is literally dedicated to y'all because y'all are very emotional, and this deck is very emotional. Deals with a lot of emotions, and it's crazy because you wouldn't think that skulls will like and bones will like deal with emotion, but yeah, uh, it deals with blood, bones, whatever. Anyway, moving on. So the next deck I have is actually the Woodland. It's called the Woodland Tarot. It's called either the Wildwood. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up for y'all. I am about to look it up. I'm not gonna play no games. No, that is not it. Okay, so it's called the Wildwood. 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 There we go. Wildwood Tarot. There we go. It's called the Wildwood Tarot. And this is on the back of the deck here. This is the Earth Signs deck here. So this is the deck dedicated strictly for Earth Signs. And it's very like earthly energy here, dealing with stones and earth and animals. Okay, that's a deer right there. And this is a Four of Pentacles for protection, stability. Okay, yeah, deers. Can't really see it that much, but this is a bird. So yeah, that's that. So that is deck number 4, 5, 6. That's deck number 6. All right, so let's move on to deck number 7. Okay, deck number 7 is a deck that I actually recently got. Okay, so this is a fairly new deck. So it's called the Romantic Tarot. The Romantic Tarot. And this is by Emanuela Signorino. No, Signorini. Emanuela Signorini. Artwork by Giulia F. Masaglia. Okay. And then this is what the front of the box looks like. This is the Empress right here. And I think this is the Lovers, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. That's the front of the deck, front of the box. This is what the back of the decks look like. And this is my main deck that I use for fire signs. Okay, so this deck is actually dedicated for fire signs. I'm a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries, and a Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay, guess what my sign is? I tell y'all all the time. Guess what my birthday is? That's on the back of the deck, and then this is what the front of the decks look like. I show you guys these cards like all the time too. I just like this deck here because it's like very pretty, but I hate that it's super light. I don't like the fact that it's super light. They could have made this a little bit more darker, a little couple shades darker, but so you can actually see it a little bit more. But you know, I like it. It's very pretty. It's very dope. I'm very grateful to have all my decks. All right, so let's move on to the next deck. All right, so 3, 6, 7. We're moving on to deck number 8. So deck number 8, we're gonna use this one. Okay, so this is Tarot of the Divine, a deck. Yeah, this is Tarot of the Divine. This is by Yoshitani. Yoshitani. Inspired by DVTs, folklore, and fairy tales. And I currently use this box as a light box. I put all my my matches in here. I literally put all my matches in here. That's why you can hear the little But this is what the back of the deck looks like. And this is what the front of the deck looks like. I like this deck here mostly because of the fact that it is very it brings a lot of different characters to the mix here. It brings a lot of story behind the characters as well, and it's very discreet here. So it's like you have different color people in here. It's like this is what you need here. This is what you want here. You have a mixture of different color people in here. So from all different types of the world here too. And that's what I like about this deck here, because of the fact that it doesn't just like resolve around one different race. It resolves around like all different types of races and all different types of story lords. Not story lords, but stories behind the cards. Like I said, this is like folklore deities behind this too. So this is based off of like that too. If you actually get the deck and you read the guidebook, you will know what I'm talking about. Okay. It says the path to enlightenment is unique for each of us, but many of the lessons we learn are shared stories passed among cultures and generations. Tarot of the Divine brings traditional tarot archetypes to life with a lustrous series of fables, including The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, The Crane Wife, Sleeping Beauty, King Arthur, and the stories of many lesser known legends and deities from all over the world. Just as the tarot provides ways to interpret the world around us, so too does these illuminating folk tales. Okay, so this is what the front of the box look like. This is what the back of the box look like. And yeah. Did I show you this already? I think I showed you this already. I don't know. Yeah, I did show you. Okay. 4, 8, moving on to 9. 9. This is the Modern Witch Tarot. Okay, this is the Modern Witch Tarot. This is on the back of the deck. Let me look it up just to make sure, since I looked up the other one. Yep, the Modern Witch Tarot. Okay, so I got it right. All right, so this is what the back of the deck looks like. This is what the front of the deck looks like. And this is another deck that I pretty much kind of like use to the brim here. Like the cards are literally, like the cards are just, I can't even shuffle them anymore. So I'm going to have to like literally tape them so I can shuffle them again and use them again, because I love this deck. Like this is another one of my favorite first decks that I ever had, but this is not the actual deck itself that I had. I had to repurchase it. Okay. So yeah, this is again kind of like a traditional deck, but it's kind of like made to where it's kind of uniquely different a little bit. It brings traditional all the way to the now type of energy. If this makes any sense. I'm shuffling a little bit fast because I don't want you guys to see the creases. Like I literally used this deck like so many times to the brim. Okay, so and at first it wasn't really wanting to shuffle, so I had to like fold the deck in half. You know, but yeah. Okay, so the next deck I have, I was about to show you guys a deck, but I actually don't know where the thing of it is. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so yeah, okay, so I can show you. It's right here. Okay. So the next deck I'm going to show you guys is the Guardian Angels Messages Tarot. Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. All right, and this is from Radley Valentine. Radley Valentine. I'm butchering the names really badly. This deck is actually a square deck compared to a rectangular deck. So it's like a square, more of a square. So it's bigger compared to the actual regular decks. And even this deck is a little bit more bigger compared to the regular decks. So yeah, in size. But I love this one here because of the fact that it gives you angels. Like it shows you angels in the deck. Like there be angels all over this deck here. So I'm gonna show you guys. This is what the back of the decks look like. Just a little swirl. This is what the front of the deck looks like. King of Wands, Awakening. I also like the deck because it gives you like little messages at the bottom of the deck of the card. So it gives you the name, the picture, and then 3 words at the bottom. Okay. The next deck I'm going to show you guys is this deck. This deck is literally this is the regular smuggler poker cards that I had when I first started tarot. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this deck because of the fact that everyone starts somewhere. So you don't need any perfect cards to start tarot. You can start off with regular poker cards and learn your way through tarot. Literally. Okay, so this is just double the deck and I just used it as the cards. Okay. So yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that's 11. Now we're moving on to the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Tarot of Sexual Magic here. Tarot of Sexual Magic. And this is a deck that I kind of butchered. And all I did was just take the bottoms off the I took the bottoms off. So it's supposed to be a red bottom, like the top. So the top is red and the bottom is supposed to be red. That's all I did was just take the bottom off because of the fact that the deck was like long as fuck. So yeah. Just gonna shuffle that because I just recently used that deck. I don't want y'all to know what reading I just did. Anyway. So this is what the back of the decks look like. And of course, this is supposed to be longer. I just took the thing off, the bottom off. And this is what the decks look like. This deck is a little bit more different from the regular tarot decks, because of the fact that this is a sexual tarot deck here. So it's going to show you a lot of sexual people on here doing a lot of sexual things, but also still in a way where it's still tarot. This also gives you different names. This tarot deck also has different names for the cards here as well. It's still with the same justice right here, but if you look up the names of the cards for this deck here, it means something different here. So one can mean love at first sight, one can mean abundance, one can mean I'm trying to remember. Support, vitality, invitation, fusion, refusal, discontent, attraction. You see what I'm saying? So it's not the same as Queen of Wands or Two of Pentacles. But then again, it is at the same time. I'm not explaining that right. I know I'm not explaining that right. Okay, so then we have another one that I have butchered. It's called the Darkwood Tarot. This came in a small little box like this. So I just added paper to the back of the cards and made it a bigger deck. So it looks like this. Oop. I added purple backs to it. So I added a purple back to it. Okay, purple cardboard paper. And then this is what the deck actually looks like. This deck is a little bit more different from the regular tarots. Like I said, a lot of these decks are a little bit different from the regular tarot because of the fact that this one is Darkwood. Okay, this one deals with dark depictions. But honestly, this is not even dark. Like, to be honest, you think that is this dark, this is not dark. Some of these cards are stuck together because I had literally recently made the cards. But yeah. Y'all see my picture of God over here? It's like, yeah. Ooh, I've been talking for a while. All right, so I have 3 decks left. Okay, so this is called the Crystal Visions Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks. Crystal Visions Tarot. And I butchered this down too, just because of the fact that I just kind of like took the borders off of the cards because I wanted to see the cards more, get in tune with the cards a little bit more. So I took the borders off of the cards. That's all I did. You know, the borders, the border of the card. I took that off. Okay. And I honestly love that I did that. Like, it looks so much better. It looks so much neater. It looks so much prettier. Like, this deck is a pretty ass deck. Like, honestly, it's a really pretty deck, to be honest. And that's why I was drawn to it. Ophelia the Witch, she's a YouTube channel. She's a YouTuber. I was watching her YouTube channel and I was drawn to the cards because of it was in her YouTube channel. Okay, so let me count. I'm trying to see how many tarot decks I have. So I'm trying to like keep counting it. 4, 5. So this is automatically 5 over here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I have 14, 15, 16. So I have 16 altogether. Let me show you guys the last 2. So this one is Tarot of Tarot de los Orishas. Okay, Tarot de los Orishas, which is literally Tarot of the Orishas. But this is in Spanish. So I went to a medical physical shop and I got these 2 decks And even the Santa Muerte deck was in Spanish. So I had to like figure out what was the Santa Muerte deck to see what was going on with this energy, see what was going on with the decks. And this deck here is called the Tarot de los Orishas. This is what it looks like on the back. This is what it looks like on the front here. And I honestly wanted to save this deck here for a rainy day, like any like rainy day, anytime that this is the new and approved pretty much poker card deck for me. Because it really just, you really have to pay attention to the cards. You really have to know exactly what's going on with the cards. It's like an intermediate deck. It's like a hard ass deck to like pretty much figure out if you want this deck or not. Like, and that's why I kind of like was not really drawn to this deck, because of the fact that it doesn't really bring me any joy or any pleasure when I hold it. The guidebook is pretty, but like, you know, it's all right. Like, and then we have the last deck that I have, which I don't know the name of. I'm so sorry, but I know that these are Egyptian cards. Okay, I know that these are Egyptian cards. I just don't know the name of them because I got them from a medical physical shop, and they were all in Spanish. So I don't know what the name of it is. But this is what it looks like. Is literally Egyptian cards. So yeah, and that is all of my tarot decks. And I, all because I don't use these last two decks as often as the regular decks. I still love all my decks, and I don't think I want to even throw these decks away, because I still use this deck more than I use this deck. I don't really use this deck at all. But I do like to look at this deck. This deck is pretty, like, they're all pretty to me. So yeah, um, that is my tarot deck collection, and I hope you guys enjoyed my tarot deck collection. Let me know which one was your favorite. Hopefully I get more in the future. This is just the beginning. I do want to, take this one out and replace it to regular poker cards though. Um, but yeah, enjoy your day. Be safe, stay protected. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye.